This is Zichru Sanhedrin, Daf Lamed Gimel. And of course, Lamed Gimel is going to be a leg. And over here in particular, we're going to have a peg leg as we're dealing with pirates. So Lamed Gimel in Sanhedrin, we have our peg-legged pirate. So point number one is we see a young pirate telling the elderly peg-leg judge, your verdict was overturned. But the peg-leg pirate says, I'm sorry, it's too late. Why? Because the money was already taken from one litigant and given to the other. And they're almost all knocked into the water. Why? Because someone is running after, as there was a man about to walk the plank, about to be killed. And someone is walking up saying, wait, I have a schos. Wait, we have to re-educate the case. So point number one is going to be that if it's a judge who's gadol b'chachma b'minyan, then you could overturn the verdict. Point number one is the pirate, the peg-leg pirate judge being told the case was overturned by a judge even greater than he. Number two is sometimes it's too late to overturn. Why? Because natal v'nasa biyad, the money was already taken from one and given to the other. Point number three is that when it comes to dinei nefashos, walking the plank, about to kill the guy, you only retract, you only overturn l'schos, but not lechayva. Let's go a little bit deeper. Point number one in Daf Lamed Gimel, the peg-leg pirate, is when can we reverse the halacha? Is only going to be if it's called the b'chachma minyan, and we're going to see the difference between bital shikol hadas, ta'ah b'dvar mishnah. The Mishnah said by dinei mamanis you could always retract, but the Mishnah in Bachayris that says, Don is adin, zikis achayv, chayv is azakai, metam is atar, etc. Masha asay, asay vishalmi beisay. So we see that it does not go back. Says Rav Nachman, the difference is gadol man b'chachma ube minyan. Rav Shesha says no. One is ta'ah b'devar mishnah, ta'ah b'shikol hadas. So one case, if it's a ta'ah b'devar mishnah, we yes reverse it, but ta'ah b'shikol hadas we do not. Or again, someone who's gadol b'chachma minyan will always be able to reverse a smaller bezdin. Point number two is again that peg-legged pirate, Daf Lamed Gimel, said no. You know why we can't reverse? Because natal v'nasa biyad. Says Rav Chista, another teretz to the Gemara in Bachayris is that when the judge took the money, gave it to the other party, then you cannot retract it. A verdict executed by a judge, even if it's a mistake, cannot be reversed if he actually gave over the money. A Mishnah is where he didn't actually carry it out, so you could reverse it. Over there is where he actually carried it out. Ravina explains the physical action is going to be where the claimant had a mashkin, had a debt, and the judge took it and returned it to the defendant. In the third case, we rule as like Taras Tameh, where he's touched a sheretz. And of course, in the case of being potter, that words, the verbal psak, is the same thing as actually taking money. And point number three is, as that guy is walking the plank, again, the peg-legged pirates, the Daf Lamed Gimel, someone runs and says, wait, dinei nefashos. Dinei nefashos, we can always attract l'schos. So it says Yeshi Lamed of Zchos, but not if it's lechayva. So again, Daf Lamed Gimel, the peg-legged pirate. Point number one is going to be when the captain has said the verdict is overturned. When can you overturn a verdict? The steer between our Mishnah and the Mishnah in Bachayris, whether it's only because it's gadol ben b'chachma minyan, or because it's ta'ah b'dvar Mishnah versus ta'ah b'shikol hadas. Point number two is that if it's going to be natal v'nasa biyad, if the judge actually took the money, then he can never overturn it, and saying potter will be similar. And point number three is, as he's walking the plank, but wait, I have a schos. When it comes to dinei nefashos, we'll always stop, we'll always go back and down the case if it's going to help the person, but not the opposite. Daf Lamed Gimel Sanhedrin, the peg-legged pirate.